am as fresh as I wanna be. If you are a Christian, you are gunning for me. Mormons through my hormones make you
I was just looking up massage here. To my pleasant surprise, what has come to join me. In bed with me, suddenly, is the one and only LASTO, Last Defense from New York City.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Pillow Talk.
I was just in your neighborhood, you know what I mean? This is the VIP area. I was just kind of creeping around. I was like, don't Lonnell stay up there? And I just felt like, come creeping on there.
Baby, you know you're welcome in this bed. I've been telling my friends all the time since I got your album, I've really been listening to a lot. Just really vibing on it. Really, really impressed. And I'm not just saying that, I mean, because I get a lot of music submissions. But your shit is really, like, powerful.
Well, thank you. Just first off.
Let's start with your name, Last Defense. What, and LASTO.
Yeah, all the
right.
the 30 or so aliases that have derived from Last Defense. I toyed around with a couple names, but I stuck with Last Defense because it was just like offend, you know, and then it's a play on words. First offense is like the light one, the one you slap on the wrist for. So Last Offense is like, you know, put me in the chair, you know, execution, whatever.
Why did you decide to come out as an openly gay rapper? Because your flow obviously is competitive with anybody that's out there. So why would you be on that gay shit, son?
Fucking food on that gay shit. No, well, here's what happened. My brother is a rapper, so there was a couple times that I guessed it on his tracks. And I wasn't saying, oh, you know, I'm putting my tongue in your booty, and you know, and all this kind of stuff. But pillow talk, right?
Right.
And I you know, I guessed it on his tracks or whatever, and I wasn't serious about the rap thing. I didn't want to do it. I was just doing it because he was doing it. I wanted to do film, but you know, music kept calling me, and then I just Googled gay rap. You know, just see what was out there. This was in 2008. And I found rappers. I found, you know, a bunch of them, mostly out on the West Coast. And I just, you know, no shade, you know, I just wasn't hearing what I wanted to hear. So I was like, music is calling me. I want to rap. I want to do an album. Got to do it honest. And I want to hear this album. I want to hear this gay rap album. I want to hear what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So
right.
I felt like I didn't have a choice.
So then how has the heterosexual community responded to your music?
All across the spectrum.
Really?
I've done a show in front of a straight audience. All straight audience. Well, you know, that's always
supposed to be straight. Allegedly straight.
Allegedly.
Right. We straight up in here.
Let's call it a mainstream audience. I did one show for them. And you know, they were you know, I go out there and say, you know, I'm gay rap. Which I probably shouldn't have prefaced it that way.
Right, because then they're going to
the show.
Right, they should have just did the show.
Yeah, but it was a lot of like.
Because I think your lyrics are really deep, and that's what I like about it. I mean, I like in the one song where you talk about Matthew Shepard and Harvey Milk.
Oh yeah, the Who We Are.
And I use it actually in my latest. I have a video up from my cabinet.
Oh,
I use that in there. And of course, but it's obvious, like, you know your history.
Mm-hmm.
And so, do you consider yourself an activist, or is that something you would get into?
I'm active.
Okay.
I feel like it. Well, first of all, let's just talk about right now the climate for gays.
Right.
They're coming out of an earlier age, so something must be better. Something must be changing. I just feel like, yeah, we need to keep that ball rolling.
Okay.
I want to kind of confront those issues because hopefully somebody out there young is listening to what I'm doing, and they're like, okay, he feels me. He's this, that, and the other. I can look to him, listen, you know, get through my struggles, my hard times.
Right. Now, what kind of response have you received from your gay audience?
You know, supportive. Not a whole lot of, you know, shade and nothing like that. If they don't fuck with me, then they just don't listen. And they just don't give me numbers. I don't get a lot of, boy, you need to stop, you know, anything like that. You know what I mean? I gotten a couple of, you know, criticism and feedbacks.
Now, couldn't you make more money if you just stayed in the closet like some of your other contemporaries?
Well, you gotta understand. Oh, we finna out them. It sounded like I stopped you early. Like, and Nah,
But and you even talk about that in one of your songs.
I
So.
do, yeah. I get a couple of them actually,
Yeah,
some
see,
unreleased shit too, yeah. Cause you know, I was having a lot of fun in the beginning. When I first started doing music, I was poking and prodding. You know, I make little jokes about Kanye or you know, just I don't think Kanye is gay for the record.
One of the tracks that I really like on the album is "Back It Up."
Yeah, back it on up. Yeah.
And when I listen to that, it sounds like it's coming from the top's perspective.
Yeah.
Is that art imitating life?
You know what? Whenever I do sex songs, back it on up. I've done Hello Boys, Wet Dream. What I do is I explore all kinds of perspectives. Cause I'm making music for everybody.
Okay, so it's just I'm not gonna really get an answer
Nah,
about
you
it.
can't get that.
Roles play so much, you know, the whole top bottom verse.
They do.
That plays such a role in like our relationship.
And how we're perceived. And,
Exactly. So I mean, how do we get beyond that? Because
we can't. No. It's hopeless.
So you don't believe that there's any? I mean, because it really at the end of the day, it's just the act of sex, isn't it?
It is the act of sex, but there's something. It's just so ingrained. You know what I mean? These roles. That's how we socialize. You know what I mean? So when you see a man lay on his back, and you know you sticking it to him, and he's like, you know what I mean? You immediately associate him with a female.
Mm-hmm.
And in our society, females are associated with lesser, weak. You know what I mean? It's inaccurate, of course, but that's the way it is. So when you behave like a female, when you behave like a bitch, when you're just placed on a lower.
But then, where do the masculine bottoms fit in?
Confusion.
More labels.
Bizarro. I don't know. I mean, you know, I've never been. Nobody's ever been able to like label me, and that's true. That's God's honest truth. Like, since you know what I mean. Like I've been with dudes, and they just.
So they don't know. They might be expecting one thing, and you might be.
Yeah, I've just never been labeled.
What's the biggest misconception anyone's had about you?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
Now, in a lot of my videos, I like to talk about some of the issues that are affecting the community directly. Now, something that has recently come out, I don't know if you've heard from CNN, they were talking about 47% of African-American men in the country, in the U.S., do not graduate high school. And I think they said in New York it was like as high as 70-something%, in New York City. So there's obviously a disconnect, and that's a crisis, and the country's not kind of recognizing.
That's a big crisis.
But given that information, what would you do, or what do you think people can do, or what should we do as a community to try to address that?
Education, even when I was in school, you know, if you study too hard, you was a nerd, you know, we don't fuck with you. You know, why are you reading that book for? So the biggest problem has always been the school is looked on as not cool. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of turning around, like. But as far as like the nation's problem as a whole, what I could do, I don't know. I mean, if I was to adopt a child, of course, I raised my child right. You know what I mean? But I don't know how to. I mean, I went to college. I graduated high school, so you know, I'm chilling. You know, do what I did, please. You know, what I mean, I could say that at every chance that I get, but you know, I don't know what I can do. I can't even pretend to have all the answers.
But it's something we need to definitely have in the collective dialogue, because that's great. It just stopped me in my tracks now when I saw
that's horrible.
Now, you mentioned the possibly adopting a kid. Are you looking for or interested in children and marriage, perhaps?
Not right now. I gotta get my life together. I'm a fucking mess. Oh, can I say fucking?
You can say whatever you
yeah,
want.
I'm a fucking mess. I can't raise no little ones quite yet. You know what I mean? But it would be cool to have a little daughter named Artesia or some shit like that.
So then, are you single?
Right now, yeah, I'm currently single.
Really? What kind of guy you like? You like dirty old men? Oh.
I've been known to I don't know. You know what? That's one thing I always believed about myself is that I don't have a type. Although recently I was looking through all of them, looking through pictures of all of them, you know, just kind of reminiscing. They all do have similar qualities.
Like?
Well, they're usually from the islands.
Okay, I want that. I would think
they're
yes.
Yeah, no, they're descendant. Yeah, it's, I don't know what that's about. I do not actively be like, hey, you from the islands, come over here. You know what I mean? But like, you know, Trini, Jamaican.
Yes. I mean, yes.
Spanish, Haitian. Yeah.
Yes. Oh. What's next for LASTO?
Next is the album. I really want to get it done by the end of the year.
What is the message that you want people to get?
I really want people to feel like they can be themselves. That's why I try not to do too much perpetrating. That's why you'll never hear me be like, and then I cock the gut back, and then I squeeze it in his forehead. You know, some shit like that. That's what rap is supposed to be. You know what I mean? I'm over here doing my shit, you know. I'm fucking bitches and hitting they pussy. You know what I mean? That's what rap is supposed to be.
That made me, I'm sorry. I'm listening.
That's what rap is supposed to be. I'm over here doing, you know, all these things that rap is supposed to be.
So you're changing the game.
I'm trying.
You're a pioneer.
I'm a pioneer, baby.
I live, and you're in bed with me.
And I'm in bed with you.
I love it. Well, I want to thank you. Now tell us where we can find your music, how we can support it.
LASTO.bandcamp.com. You can download everything there for free. It's got lyrics and shit. You know, if you want to know what the fuck I'm saying.
And I love the way your lyrics, I've never seen it on any album, how on my iPhone, how the lyrics pop up when you play the song.
Yeah.
Okay, how'd you get, I mean, I've never seen
I had
album.
to get on my computer nerd shit, and I was like, yo, how do you do that? You know what I mean? And I'm not going to tell my little secret.
Okay, I got you, but I just thought that blew me away. I was like, I'm playing the song, and it's just like the lyrics pop right up. That's right.
Okay, twitter.com/LASTO. Also, that's going to take you to the Bandcamp page. That's the link in there. LASTO.bandcamp.com. I think you got to put an HTTP in front of there. And
yes.
I felt a draft just now. I
was in a draft?
Yeah,
Ooh.
just yeah.
I felt dinner. Well, like I said, continue to support, continue success. I just think what you're doing is just phenomenal. I'm looking forward to the new project.
I'm looking forward to it too, man.
Please continue to support LASTO. Check them out. Last Offense. The title of the first album is...
The first EP was Run a Lap. That was in 2008. The project that's out now, the current project, is not for nonprofit.
Not for nonprofit. I just love it. Continued success. Be sure to check out LASTO. I'm Lonnell Williams. I want to thank you for this. I want to thank this sexy bedroom intruder. He's all talented and beautiful.
Hey, I was like, Lonnell's in there.
Yes.
Anyway, keep watching 3LWTV and click and subscribe. Don't just watch it and slide out. You know, if you like it, you know, give it the little thumbs up. Like, X, Y, Z.
Bless you. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Love you. Always stand in your light.
Aww.
Hey, bitches.
He was on some rock shots out, you all know we fucked up, me a friendly or not. Time what? I ain't got the time what? I don't put it on what? Baby, I ain't trying to find a dead goal, it's not suicide. Took it for they took it, it's suicide corner. You and I need to talk, I'm thinking you and mine too. Sex shit, break it up, shut up, act stupid. Act like you graduated out of town, hang a phone, yeah, take a last of a bag, and you do this. The fuck you gonna do about it? Baby, I'm a 10. Baby, I'm the born as a 10, 9, 8. This is 5, that's a 4, 3, 2. Move over there, you need a 4 for you. 4 for the 4, then you even like a boy, no. 4 for you can head up on a 4 2. Hotel, on the ground, 4 level, you can go to 1, 4 4 2. We can go. School.
3LWTV.